الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا. الحمد لله خالق وجودي من العدم وجعل نوري من الظلم ونخرج الصبر من العلم وملقي التوبة عن الندم فنشكره على المصائب كما نشكره على النعم ونصلي على رسوله الأكرم لشرف الأشم والنور الأتم وكتاب المحكم وكمال النبيين والخاتم سيدي ولد آدم الذي بشر به عيسى ابن مريم ودعا بأتته إبراهيم عليه السلام حين كان يرفع قواعد بيت الله الحرام وصلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أتباعه خير الأمم الذين بارك الله به كعفة الناس أن أرضى منهم والأجم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وأرسل الله تعالى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين الكل وكفى بالله شهيدا صلى الله عليه وسلم تسليما كثيرا ثم أما بعد وإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وإن شر الأمور محدثاتها وإن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. فيقول سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه الكريم فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا بني آدم خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا إن الله يحب المسرفين. صدق الله العظيم وصدق قول مولانا كريم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت لا إله إلا الله. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. آمين يا رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. I choose a topic from Eid Al Adha, even though the Eid Al Adha we already passed, and we also passed the 3 days that required to slaughter an animal in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I personally lived almost 30 years. And I sacrifice an animal maybe twice in this country. First time was far away, and I have to face a tough time to do the salat, number one, and keep clean myself. You cannot clean yourself because there is no proper bathrooms when going to the farmhouses or places. This year, someone asked me, it's close by in downtown Chicago, and will give you a pass. Means they get up and do the first salat and went to slaughter an animal. Because they went early, they was holding a number for me. So I have an easy access to get in and slaughter an animal. Because we listen and read, even though every year we slaughter an animal, especially on Eid Al Adha and many occasions. The way we're supposed to slaughter an animal, there is no way that we meet those guidelines in this country. We have to lay down the animal. And here there is a hanger system, very cruel, way they hang the animal on just one leg. always 3 legs. He's struggling. His face is down. And the facility force you to kill the animal, kill the animal. You don't face towards the Qibla like we're supposed to. We don't use the water. We're supposed to use the water before we slaughter the animal, a drinking water for an animal. And at the end, average each animal we expend $300 average. Even though I had a pass, I went there 11:30. As I get in, I see the animals hanging in a big queue. Maybe occupancy for 25, 30 people, it's more than 100 people inside in that slaughterhouse. Suffocation, kids are there. Some people bring their women also, for I don't know what reason they bring. But it's crowded, fairly crowded place. And I see a 10 or 11-year-old boy passed out. Dehydration, probably he get up in the morning, He's with the parents, he's not eating, drinking properly. And was very, it's a hard day that day. Comparing to Midwest, we live in very cold weathers. It's unusual for our kids if they're not used to it. And I got out almost, the Zohar time was about to finish. There is no facility up there to, do the Zohar, because he's standing in a line, you have to wait. You kill your animal, you have to wait until it cool off a little bit. So when you come to cut the pieces, few of us paid attention that the slaughterhouse also slaughter the pigs, the khinzir. That is unacceptable. So few of us asked him not to cut the pieces, because the same machines being utilized. And especially on khinzir, on pigs, if someone used the utensils, knives, whatever may be, all the utensils has to be destroyed. On certain level, you can clean things, you can make things mutatahir again. But in terms of using those utensils or missionaries to use the khinzir, you have to ban those, you have to destroy those. If we use the $300 average, as we all know, there is 17,000 kids die in starvation on this earth. We are blessed in this country. We overeat, look at our sizes. We drink water, we gain weight in this country. So the ayat I choose today, the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to kids of Adam alayhi salam, Ya Bani Adam, oh kids of Adam alayhi salam, wear the best adornments, wear the clean clothes, and go to the mosque in the Kulli Masjid. When you finish your prayer, وَكُلُوا وَعَشْرَبُوا, eat and drink, وَلَا تُسْرِفُوا, without wasting of it. In our average life, we are abusing the way we earn the money here. And I'll come back to the other part, the distribution. It's more complicated. So we're wasting the food in average days. We eat so much, we throw so much. We don't control. At the time of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, even a rich person cannot eat the meat every day. 3 days gap. If you eat the meat today, Friday, your next day will be Monday. That's how bad it is for our health. And also, if we look at ourselves, our native countries, we will find hundreds of thousands of needy people. They can't even afford to slaughter an animal. If we are spending $300 on each animal here, if we send it back home, a native country, or Syria, or Palestine, or Somalia, wherever you come from, or you don't have to be. If you found out that this is the place, it needs and help, you send the money up there. And we are living in a very diverse community. I personally know a lot of Somalis or people from Africa or Palestine or Syria. I can ask and appoint him so he can appoint somebody else and slaughter the animal. So the 17,000 kids die every day in starvation. And we living in this era, in this land, in this country, we are the most wasting a people on this earth. We throw so much food. We eat so much meat. And one day we all have to become food of this earth. So make yourself, in average size. If you look at the charts will tell you if your height is 5'7", your weight is supposed to be 139 pounds. We're not following any charts. One day when Sahabi tested Prophet ﷺ by touching his stomach, so he felt hard. And when he asked Prophet ﷺ, why your stomach so hard? And he showed pieces stone on his stomach. Our stomachs is way out. If we put a piece of a stone, it's going to be sticking out. You can't even see those days. So try to, this is the, I'm not blaming that you went so far and one of the bad incident happened. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give a best place in Jannah to our young brother who did this slaughter in Rockford. And he was coming back by the McHenry County. They got involved in an accident and he died at 7:24 p.m. Because I waited for Zahar, my concern was what time is it? What time he did the Zohar and he was waiting to do the Maghrib after coming back home. The time, the way we expending, we wasting our time, we wasting the money. We should send that money back homes so they can do the sacrificing a qurbani a proper way, in a proper manner, according to the sunnah. And inshallah ta'ala, the reward is 7 times more at the day of judgment. It's your niyyah. You're spending your money here. Now it's hard to distribute the meat. You gotta make, 3 separate ways. One for yourself, one for your relatives, and one for the needy people. Do we find needy people here? Everybody, at least people have food coupon. Means they're getting a food on time. We have to find a needy people. So it's really hard to find needy people in this country. If we send it back to our native countries, or the countries, like especially right now, the Syria is the most needy place. Any kind of sacrificing, and not only Eid Al Adha. We do many events, we sacrifice animals. As soon the kids born, we slaughter animal in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should send the money to countries where the needy people can use those. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the hidayah to follow the proper sunnah and utilize our funds so that will multiply at the day of judgment. Not just bringing an animal. If you can't find the poor people or needy people, you eating yourself, it will not consider a sacrificing animal on Eid Al Adha. It will be an average slaughtering animal, you eating yourself. There is no ibadah. Actual ibadah is to do the proper way. Wa akhir da'wana walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.